Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Stalker Gamma. Still with our friends, the Mercs, and we're going towards the village. My final destination, not the movie, just where I eventually need to end up, is the mercenary base. Oh, sorry, is the freedom base. And the anarchists are in the army warehouses, which is the name of this entire area, but also the specific army warehouses up there in that direction. Sorry. Just reading something out. Okay. We're good? We're good. In case you can tell, I'm a bit on edge. Nerves are a bit fried. The name of the place, which I'm sure you've noticed, doesn't help. And yes, indeed, we are in a place called Bloodsucker Village. Could it be any better? Oh. I kind of don't want to go in here now. Okay, I need to open up these. Okay, I'm just going to let my friends deal with that, because I am very confused as to who we're fighting. Although if I'm letting my friends deal with it, I do need to relocate immediately. Okay. That is one dead. You nearly got yourself shot at! Nearly! Communicate, damn you. Okay, I like the Serdyukov, don't like the PP2000 that much. There's one more. That's our guy. Anything that approaches him, I'm shooting. I don't care. Okay, it is definitely the other guy. Not the best reaction shot. I feel confident. Okay. That should have cleared the place out a little bit. I need to get out of there before the ball of lightning, before the ball of flames returns. Yikes. Doctor's sausage roasted, I would assume. Have we looted everyone here? Yes. If there's any weapons worth taking, the revolver, definitely worth taking. It's actually an incredible weapon. Quick confession, IRL, not a fan of revolvers. At all. There's like a couple that I like. Black powder revolvers, I think, are gorgeous, and I really appreciate the history behind them and everything. But modern revolvers, I think it's just, how do I put this? It's an obsolete technology, it's an obsolete form, and it's useless. Now that I've angered a number of people beyond belief, I am going to proceed to shut up. I'm kidding. No, I appreciate every weapon and its existence, and I appreciate every design, and generally speaking, it's fairly difficult for me to find a weapon, any specific weapon, and tell you that it's bad.
I need to be patched up.
That hurt a little bit. Did not notice that. Did not notice that. Okay, let's heal up. Needed some healing anyway. Also need to do this. This goes on 3. Easy to organise like this. This goes on 2, this goes on 1, because when you're bleeding, your first reaction should be to stop the bleeding. Ergo F1. At least that makes sense in my head. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't played this game in a while. I've done a test run, so to speak, as a loner in Ironman. Roguelite, or whatever. Just to make sure it works. And I've went through the Great Swamps once, and I've done like some of the real, just bare bones basics. And I've done like half an hour of a Sin playthrough, because I wanted to see how ridiculously broken they are, and guess what? They're ridiculously broken, so there's that. What I've lost in, between now and the previous Let's Play that I've done of Anomaly, and that one was in Escape from Pripyat, is I've lost the ability to spot targets at ridiculous distances, and also tell exactly what faction they belong to. And I'm not sure I'm getting that back anytime soon. Because, believe it or not, I did not see this guy. And so you're telling me there's a dude here right outside the Freedom fracking base and nobody's doing anything about it? Well, to be fair, he has a completely broken gun, so... I don't know, maybe you know something I don't, and he's supposed to be there as a joke. But, yeah. Okay, with a little bit of sweat and a lot of nervousness, we made it. We made it to the army warehouses and the Freedom base. No, Freedom don't have a tank. It's a broken tank. It's completely useless and nothing on it works. But hello. This is what we're looking for. Sorry. Got distracted by the loot. Going to disassemble this and pick up all the stuff. And just don't worry about it. Like I said, I'll talk about the crafting later down the line. But for now, let's go over here and talk to our Freedom brethren. Because... Hi. I have an encrypted PDA, apparently. Yeah, there you go. Could you decrypt it for me? I did not even realize I had an encrypted PDA. Let's see what the encrypted PDA says. I forgot that that's how you do it in Gamma. Right click, you click view. You don't open it, you don't put it in your thing and then... yeah. Sorry about that. That's otherwise we could have seen the really cool Strelok reference, I suppose. Yeah, that would have been something, wouldn't it? I also took this Kunan, I think. It's not Conan, right? It's Kunan. Kunan 357 Magnum compact pistol, because this is one of the best pistols in the game, trust me. 357 Magnum hollow point is a ridiculously good round. Now, unfortunately, this pistol's a bit broken. We could replace the single action trigger mechanism for it. That would do it some good. It's at 99%, but the barrel's at 10, and yeah, it's not good, right? This one's broken. However, get over into details, you also notice that this one is upgraded. It can be, it has threading for a silencer and fire rate increase. So we can repair it with this Type A weapon repair kit, replace these parts, and we'll have ourselves an excellent gun. An excellent gun chambered in 357 hollow point. Now, small little quick story time before we continue. Here's how the revolver looks. Honestly, it's a decent looking revolver. It's a very decent looking revolver. Hey, what's up? Nothing much, I'm Leshy, you're the local guide. Oh, okay, right. Yes, the local guide, of course. Door's locked. Let's go upstairs and talk to the head of Freedom. Guarded by his 2 exoskeleton bodyguards. Hello, Lukasz. Come to chat about Freedom for a second. Life is too grave right now. Everyone's sitting at their post looking glum. It's ridiculous. Let me share a joke or two with you. So, a state-sponsored news reporter successfully arranges an interview with a Freedom member. Yeah, I know, sounds crazy. Right there. Gets even better. So what do you think about military forces we have stationed here? The reporter asks. They're pigs. They're all cruel, stupid, and blind scum of the earth, the Freedom replies, like the good lad he is. The reporter pauses a bit and then asks the next question. Alright, so what do you think of duty? Freedom goes silent, as if in deep thought, before finally saying, actually, the military isn't so bad when you put it like that. I've never read this joke. This is the first time I'm reading it, genuinely. Okay, yep. I got it. So Lukasz mostly has, yeah, as you can see, tasks related to killing duty members, which I'm not against by any stretch of the imagination. It's also just a little bit of a difficult fight. But again, task board, best way to get tasks, because you just see all of them here, right? Okay, so, we could use more equipment, a PDA. You have in your inventory 1 PDA. I will give you a PDA. I don't have any problems with that, I don't think. And then basic tools, UMP, military faction patches, snork tendons. No, don't have any of those. I don't have enough of those, rather. Don't have enough of that, don't have enough of that. Okay, what about spy extraction in the truck cemetery? Never mind. Bounty tasks. Deal with the problematic Stalker. Duty army warehouses. Done. Or accepted, rather. Bounty tasks. Drug runner in the army warehouses. Absolutely. Okay, is there anything else you want me to do in the army warehouses while I'm here? Because these are some nice tasks you're putting me up to. The explosives thing is gambling with life. No, thank you. Lost signal, and then we have deliver the package to Yantar. Okay. We can do that later.
Damn, I need a drink.
So, collect my reward. Is it you that wanted the PDA? Job's done, there you go. Dead City, northwest of the tunnel to the army warehouses. You've given me a stash location. Thank you very much. Out of curiosity, you've taken the wrong PDA, but never mind. I mean, the wrong PDA. Probably took the one that you like best, right? But that's fine. We can get another one. May have information to sell, a useful PDA. With some bullshit, apparently. Hey, not all of them can say kill Strelok. What can I say? Oh, you don't have a trigger mechanism for this, do you? Damn, that would have been lovely. Okay, let's buy a Type A weapon repair kit, which I now need to explain what it is and how we're going to use it. So, unlike EFP and pretty much all the other mods out there that I've played, weapon maintenance in this mod is done exclusively with cleaning kits. How do you use a cleaning kit? Well, you buy one or you make one, and then you use it. No, you don't. I mean, you can, technically speaking, but the better way to do it is right-click on your weapon, maintain parts, and then you do this. Now, why exactly, in my version of Gamma, does it say %C and then a bunch of numbers and then clean bolt, clean barrel, and whatever? I have no idea. This is a bug I have found exclusively with my copy of the game, which works perfectly in all ways except this. So please ignore this. Sorry. But, maintain parts, we're going to clean the barrel. My objective here is to keep all of these gun parts that you can see here above 80%. Sorry, above 89%. So 90 to 100. All of the gun parts. Once you've done that, you have basically reduced the chance to jam to almost zero. Jamming has been redone a little bit, and so now that, depending on whether you have a suppressor, depending on the type of ammunition you're using, any weapon can jam. However, as far as what you can do is concerned, you have reduced it down to as little as physically possible. That's good. So that's where you want to keep all your weapons at. Anything else is, well, as you can imagine, a little bit problematic. Now, I want to buy something from this guy. From you, I want to buy a PDA, because I wouldn't say I've lost mine, but I had to give it away, unfortunately. And then also, we can go down here and take a look at some ammunition or something if we need. We can also sell things if we need to. Doesn't look like it, though. A part of me wants to buy a Type A repair kit immediately, to be honest with you. Because I've got the money for it. Just barely, but I've got the money for it. And a part of me wants to do it. Ooh. No. There's no need. There's no real need, at least. The PBM mask I like. It's a medium mask, and once fully repaired, these are its stats, right? +1, +1, +3. Yeah, these are its stats once fully repaired. It's honestly not that great compared to the retrofitted mask that I have, and so it'll provide me with a little bit more radiation resistance and 3% more ballistics. ballistic loss 10, which is +1. It's not that great. We're going to sell it. We're also going to sell this, and we're also going to sell this. Because I do not like this method of cooking. I really don't. There are two methods of cooking, one using charcoal, one using gas. Much prefer the gas cooking method. So, yeah. That's what we're going to focus on. That's what we're going to do. We have 3 echo detectors. Actually, don't sell them. I need money desperately, so we're going to sell 1, but keep the rest. Keep the other echo detector. And then this is mainly just there to be sold. The rest of the stuff is useful. Medication, a lot of it is not that great. So we're going to sell some of it, and then I'm going to buy, let's say, 1 medkit and 2 bandages. Good. Sounds reasonable. And then sell everything else. Puts us at 13,000. And we now need to eat something, so let's grab a can of beef. Beef stew or something like that, I think this is. And we could also have some water now. Very important tip for you if you're new to the game or getting into Gamma. This is the type of water you want to carry with you. The one I'm drinking. It's not that expensive, and it's actually cheaper than the canteen stuff if you take a look at how much hydration it restores. It's also lighter. Huh? So, let me just put on the new PDA that we got. And check things out. So this, all 3 of our tasks are this way. And there is also an unknown dangerous enemy in the village. Good on the enemy, I suppose, but yeah. Okay. Let's go. Let's get out of here and do the mission. Ideally, I would like some help. And we may get that help that I would like. Those 2 guys. Now, finally got binoculars. The magnification on them isn't the best. Neither is the general visibility. There's like a... not dust, it's not smog. It's kind of like a weird, I don't know, desert-y effect. That we have going here. Not a huge fan of it. But here we go. So, we're looking at duty members. Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, there used to be a tower here with a sniper. That tower was destroyed by the man we're trying to track down right now. Remember the main mission that we have. Track him down, right? Just a little fun fact for you. Just stick behind this tree. It'll provide protection and cover. Yeah, it's definitely there. This is a good position if you have like a long-range scoped weapon. And my ability to lean in ridiculously close like this to the gun to get some magnification out of it is helpful. Also a bit, feels a bit like cheating. But I'm going to be honest with you, with how accurate the enemies are, especially in low visibility conditions like this, there is no alternative until you get a scope. You have to use this. Excuse me for just a second. Jeez. Okay, so there's a more convenient way of doing this off camera, but I'm having some problems with the sound system. Wish they were there. If they were there, I could take a few shots and it wouldn't be as big of a problem. Okay, I do have 30 rounds of AP. That's going to be helpful. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're not going anywhere. We have to be patient here. I get the feeling my PDA is going to know better where they are than me. No? Don't see anything either. Right. They're on the other side of the hill fighting towards the direction of Rostock. They're actually fighting in the direction of Rostock, not towards this way. Here's the thing, 1 life left. Otherwise I would be a little bit more proactive, let's call it. But, mission failed, drug runner. What do you mean mission failed? Thought it was in the thing and that I was supposed to... Thought I was just supposed to grab the gun, the drugs, not protect the drug runner from the duty soldiers in the outpost. Okay, first of all, huzzah! Silenced weapons. Because shooting an enemy in the head with a silenced weapon that is not engaged in combat with you guarantees an instant kill. I think provided the weapon is in decent condition and you're firing ammunition that's, you know, somewhat reasonable for the target. But, definitely taking that. Hello, sir. Jesus. Unfortunately, not much I can do with this. Because it's broken and repairing it will take... Well, simply put, progression past anything reasonable that we can expect in the near future, but... Christ almighty. Okay. Curiosity's gonna get the better of me, and curiosity is gonna get the better of me killed. That's good. Barrel's in terrible condition, but if we can find one with a good barrel, we have important parts for an AK. Okay. This is stupid. I should not be doing this. Something. It is a mystery how I am not dead. He snuck up on me is what he did. He snuck up on me from the top of the hill while I wasn't looking. Okay, I also need painkillers because the arm's fucked. I think I have like, what, one bullet left of AP. Looted this guy already. I think I'd rather switch to a full magazine, even if it's inferior ammunition. Could it be that he was the only guy that survived? Okay, I don't see anyone else. Grab the package, grab everything. I think the reason I failed the mission is the guy that handed me the mission died. That'll tend to be the case. Okay, run on out of here. Well, I say run. Gently jog on out of here, because, yeah, there was no smarter way of doing this, other than the fact that, you know, I got ambushed and nearly murdered at the end of all of this. When you have one life left, and it's Ironman mode, no such thing as too careful, right? And I wasn't careful enough, but I think the decision to just let the fight happen, have all the military and duties kill each other, definitely the right call. Definitely the right call. And we have some more Freedom members patrolling down there. Alright. Could have used you a minute ago, just saying. Just saying. Okay. So. Is there anything I want to disassemble, maybe? Definitely. Batch disassemble this. Batch disassemble this. That wants to lower my weight a little bit. I also have 70 12 times 7 times 55 rounds. That is getting sold. Actually, no, that probably isn't worth that much, is it? When you say base cost, is it for one of the boxes? Yeah. Disassembling them would give me very valuable components for large caliber rifles and stuff, but at the same time, I'm in desperate need of money.
Что скажешь, брат?
And they seem somewhat expensive, so... yeah. Okay. Good! Good! This was good. This wasn't the worst thing ever. Which is, well, you know, it could have been. We weren't far away. Job's done, by the way. The other job, that one's done too. You're welcome. Now, I'd like to check relations. I failed one and succeeded 2 tasks. Where does that leave me with freedom? At 74. Okay, so failing tasks isn't necessarily the worst thing ever. In that you can fail a couple and still, you know, be alright. Okay. Let's go sell some stuff. That we need to run this way towards the guy that not so long ago wore a Hawaiian shirt to work, and by work I mean here as a quartermaster. Yeah. Anywho, is there any work you need done? No, not really. Nothing I can help you with, at least. So, let's see here. If I am to sell you all of this anti-material rifle ammunition... Just by the way, before I do it, the projectile weighs between 59 and 76 grams, which might not mean much to you until you read that it's 911 grains to 1,173 grains. To put that into perspective, the 5.56 ammo that my AK uses is 55 grains, I believe. I think I also have some 70 grain ammunition back there, but whatever. The ammo I use the most of, both in its soft point and full metal jacket variants, is 55. We can sell it for 4,200 rubles, which is not a lot of money, I'll be honest with you, but yeah. At least we can sell it. Okay, let's see what else I can sell. You are interested in buying the Mossberg, and I'll sell you the Mossberg, honestly, for 2,000. It's a bit broken, but if you want to buy it, be my guest. Not interested in the Beretta or this, which is fine. Ammunition, we're going to disassemble the rest. This stuff you can get for... it's a fair chunk of change, honestly. This I need to disassemble. This you can get as well. I've decided I'm going to smoke only Marlboro cigarettes for the entirety of this run, because it's way easier to access them on the quick wheel if you only have one type. So yeah, food we can mix around. I mean, variety's the spice of life and all, but as far as that's concerned, we're just taking Marlboro. You also have some meds, don't you? Let's not buy anything right now. And then over here is... it's fine too. Right, there you go. Also, how about passing some time with a hand of Blackjack? Let's play. We're going to play for 2,000 rubles per round, and this is Russian Blackjack. So it's not the Blackjack that you would play in Vegas or in the West or anything like that, but I want to show you this because you can play Blackjack with traders now. And this is how you play. You start the game off, and you want to get as close to 21 as possible. If you go over 21, you lose. If your opponent gets closer to 21 than you do, you lose. However, if both you and your opponent go over 21, the one closest to 21 wins. If your opponent goes way under 21, let's say he gets a 5 and you get a 22, you still lose. You can't go over 21. However, if both of you go over, the closest one wins. And that's about it. So, also, the number values are different. An ace is not the same as in the West and so on and so forth, but you just look at this number here. So with 15, I'm gonna take hit once, hold and lose. Okay, let's go again. Hit 20, I'm gonna hold. Lucky bastard gets 20 as well. Okay. 17, I'm gonna hold. Okay. Hit, hold. Hold. Finally, we're getting some money. Okay. I'm gonna hold right there. He goes over. You got a strange card there, but there you go. Gonna hold again. Okay, we're getting some money back now. 4, damn it. I was doomed anyway. Hold again. Correct. And there we go. So we ended up 1, 2, 3, 4. We ended up breaking even, right? Which is fine, I guess. There you go. So that is Blackjack. Unfortunately, there is no split option. There is nothing more advanced. You just go hit or hold. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, I forgot to buy something off of you, Mr. Sorry, Mr. Skinflint, and that is a backpack. I would like another backpack, please. I'm going to position this backpack somewhere near the tank, I think, because this is a very central and safe area most of the time. Yeah, let's put it right here. And go freedom base outpost. It's not much of an outpost though, is it? No, let's not do that though. Let's not do that in that case. Let's do something else. Again, I apologize for the clicky keyboard. I will change it next episode. Considering we have beds here that we can sleep in, and we have something of a... it's not much of a room in the back, but it is something. In fact, 2 of them. Put one right here. Freedom base outpost. And there you go. And as I've learned, it's important to name these in case we die, because the name will stay in case we die. And if we don't, it gets a bit... not messy, but it's better if it's named. Let's just say that. Okay, there we go. Let's go towards the center. Generally around this tank is a good central area for this. And open up our task board again. Refresh, see if there's anything new. Okay, there's something in the truck cemetery, UMBs, stuff I don't have. More stuff I don't have. Sharpening stone, fetch quest. I can get you a sharpening stone. Truck cemetery, wilds, whatever. These are scripted special tasks, which are very difficult to do. Don't want to do them just yet. Alright, that's fair enough. So, we are getting out of here. And we're going back to the mercenary base, because we've done a couple of tasks. We've secured ourselves a good chunk of money. We're at 40,000 rubles. That allows us, you know, not necessarily to buy many things, but a few things. And then also, we know of a stash that's nearby now because of that thing we just handed in, which is useful. Alright, but this seems, sorry, like a nice thematic place to stop, at least for the time being. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Please do remember to like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned with the rest of the series and the rest of the content that I produce on the channel, which is still going, just barely, by the skin of its teeth, but this series is still happening. And so, you know... Ooh, one of these has very low batteries. Might wanna... Yeah. Do that really quickly. Alright, there we go. Like I said, by the skin of its teeth, but one of these is still, this series is still holding on. See you next time. Until then, have fun, take care, bye-bye, like, subscribe down below, you know, helps. Get out of here. See ya.